Hello, and welcome back to another Lolita dress review. In this video, we will be taking a look at Sakura Kumya by Baby the Star Shines Bright. This dress comes in a total of 3 different cuts: JSK version 1, version 2, and a skirt. And it comes in the ivory colorway, the Sax blue colorway, the red colorway, as well as the black colorway. It was also released in a special set in a pink colorway, similar to the JSK version 2. For the purposes of this video, we'll be taking a look at the skirt in the black colorway. So this is one of my favorite types of skirts in all of Lolita. I love skirts that have suspenders on them, and as soon as I saw that this version of the cut had those types of suspenders on them, I knew that this was going to be the version that I had to get. Though I do like the JSK version 1 myself as well. If I ever get my hands on another cut, that one will definitely be the one that my eyes are on. So taking a look at some of the details, let's take a look at the suspenders firsthand. They have a little bit of a ruffle on the sides of them, only at the top though, so the part that goes directly over your shoulders, and you can see some of the details on the print on the suspenders as well. Moving down, you can see the buttons where they're attached, and you can see that the skirt does have a level of shirring to it. There's a small look at the buttons on the sides for the waist ties, which we'll take a closer look at in a second. Pulling back out, you can start to see some of the details of the print. And at the very bottom, you can take a look at the lace right here. There are tons of flowers with 5 petals on them each, and they go along the bottom of the dress. I'm pretty sure the lace on the skirt is different from the versions on the JSKs, so do keep that in mind. Pulling back, here's a more full look at the full dress. Now we're going to take a look at the skirt from the back. So as you can see, the suspenders do have a crisscross effect if you choose to button them that way. Here's a look at the button for the waist ties. It is a cute little flower. And there are some details on the print on the waist ties as well. The waist ties don't have the kumyas on them specifically, but they do have a ton of flower petals. Over here on one side of the skirt, you can see that there is a zipper on the side to help you get in and out of the skirt. And you can also see that there are not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 different places where you can put the button in on the suspenders, so the straps can be longer or shorter depending on what you personally are looking for. I keep them on the shortest one because I myself am pretty short. And pulling back to look at the print, it is exactly the same as it is on the front. There is an additional layer of lining underneath the skirt, so that is always some good information to know. And of course, on this colorway, it is black. Okay, now it's time to start taking a look at the print. This print is a mix between a very simple but also very detailed print. So we just saw the letter B there, the insignia of Baby the Star Shines Bright. And up here at the top, you can see these adorable little like embroideries of the kumyas. You have Kuma Kumya on the left and Usa Kumya on the right. And they are so cute. I wish they stood out a little bit more because they kind of almost blend in, and I didn't even notice them until I got up close. Similar to this little butterfly. I think it's pretty, the yellow and the pink put together like that. I kind of wish it was in the dress a little bit more, and it is a little bit lower on the dress more, but it does repeat a fair bit at the top. The white details I think stand out a whole lot better on the black colorway. On some dresses I think though it is better if they do kind of blend in a little bit, so on the other colorways it'll be a little bit hard to see those kumya details, but if you do want them to stand out, then the black colorway is definitely going to be for you. Moving down, we get finally to the best part of the print in my opinion, the Kumya bears! So we have Usa Kuma and Kuma Kumya right there in the center. They have the B insignia above them, and they're just side by side. They have these cute little ribbons in their ears and on them. Usa Kumyas are red and Kuma Kumyas are pinkish, kind of whitish, but more pink with red outlines, so that they can be differentiated. And this is just such a cute part of the print. I love how cute they are. Moving next to them, you can see Usakumya all by herself, and she does have the butterfly above her, surrounded by flowers, and just kind of like sitting in a little bed of sakura flowers as well. She looks so fluffy and adorable. And of course, right next door to her is Kumya. So he also has the exact same types of bows on his chest and in his ears that he had in the one in the center. And I pulled back a little bit so you can see sort of like the wreath of sakura flowers that he is surrounded by. All of the little bears are in the center of these little wreaths that keep repeating on the dress. Now I wanted to show where the dress sort of repeats, as it's a little bit wonky. You can kind of see Usakumya getting cut off right before you get to the kumyas in the middle, and then you go to another Usakumya right next to them. So the print isn't exactly sized the way I would do it. I would have a Kumya over here so that it sort of does a full complete rotation, but it's not too noticeable. I don't think it's that big of a deal. What is a little bit more noticeable is how Baby the Star Shines Bright cuts off here. This will be shown in full in just a second, but do be aware that, yeah, at a certain angle you can kind of notice where the print cuts off a little bit. Here you can see it in its fullness though, and it does appear that though this Baby the Star Shines Bright always appears under Usakumya. I think it might have been better if it had been under both of the Kumyas, so it wouldn't have cut off in such an awkward place. Then again, this could just be my version of the dress that does this, and it's possible that the print repeats differently on different cuts. As a matter of fact, if you have this dress in whatever cut, let me know if it cuts off in the exact same place or if it cuts off a little differently. Outside of that though, here is a full look at that print. Like I said, it's super simplistic, but it does have so many nice details as well. Just going from the top and how it goes from this cute little white like embroidery type style with all of the flowers and the kumyas and the bee of course and the logo and just some like leaves as well. Then moving down to the main portion of the print, which features the Kumya and Usakumya bears. And then when we go all the way to the bottom where we see that very nice Baby the Star Shines Bright, and there are some more embroidered flowers underneath that right before you start getting into the lace. It's overall a very, very gorgeous and very nicely designed dress. I did want to go back to the back again, just sort of as a comparison to the front. So on the back of the dress, you will see an extra Kumya, since there is an extra Usakumya on the other side. So I did just want to show that, yeah, there is, I guess depending on how the dress is laid, you will see 2 Kumyas or 2 Usakumyas, and then the dress will sort of cut and repeat. I could not be happier that this was the first dress in my wardrobe from Baby the Star Shines Bright. I don't have any of their other Kumi prints, but I would love to get my hands on them. After seeing this one, it's very nice and comfortable of a dress, and it fits me pretty well. I, like I said, would love to get one of the JSKs too, so that I can see the beautiful details on the bodice. The bodice on the first cut, like I said, is adorable, but I am so happy that I have this skirt now. I love that it's one of my favorite types of skirt as well, and of course, I love that it has Usakuma and Kumya right there in the middle. Thanks for watching, and tune in for more Lolita dress reviews in the future.